We're starting the topic of functions, relations, and transformations, and we're looking at set notations and sets of numbers. The set notation, that's a set. A set is a collection of objects. Objects in the set are known as elements, very important, or members of the set. If X is an element of a set A, we write X, and this symbol in between it means element. If X is not an element of set A, we write the same symbol with the line between it. Set B is called a subset of A if and only if X is an element of B, which implies that X is an element of A. That means it has to be in A before it can be a B. If it is a subset, we write it like this. Intersection, and this is very important, is a set of elements common to both, and we write the intersection as, if we've got a set A, this part is the intersection, and then we've got the set B. If sets A and B have no elements in common, they are known as disjoint and written as that. That means disjoint there, which is known as the empty set. The union, that's the union, it looks like a U, is the sets A and B, and is the sets of elements in A or in B. So in other words, it belongs to both. Example 1 says if A equals 1, 2, 3, 7 and B is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, find A intersection B. Now remember, intersection means common to both. So the ones that belong to both. So this one, the A intersection B, what's in A? Oops, equals. What's in A and B? Well, 1 is not in B, 2 is not in B, 3 is, and 7 is. So it is 3 and 7. And this one, part B, A union B, means the elements that belong to A and B. So we write every element that belongs to both. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is in B, 5, 6, and 7. The set difference of two sets A and B are the elements that belong to one set but not the other, and is given by A/B, which means it belongs to the set A but it doesn't belong to B. For the example above, A/B is 1, 2. I'll do this with you. So if we've got, and I'll write the set A again, set A was 1, 2, 3, and 7, and set B was 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now belong to both. Belongs to one but not the other. That's A. So it belongs to A but not B. Well, 1 is not in B and 2 is not in B, but 3 is and 7 is. So these we don't write. So this one will be 1, 2. B given A. Okay, we look at the B and we have 4, 5, and 6 is not in A, so we write that one down. Sets of numbers. We have got, remember the elements 1, 2, 3 are called natural numbers, so we need to know these. And the elements are called integers. Numbers of that form are called integers. Q cannot be 0. We all know that. So this is everything that we know, but this is important. Real numbers is R. That's what we write. Rational numbers is Q. We use the letter Q. Integers is Z. And natural numbers are N. Here's a diagram for it because one's inside the other. Illustrate each of the following intervals of real numbers. So if I was to do this, I'll probably do one on the other. I've got -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. If I was to write this, I would do this interval here. Because this is a square bracket, I shade the -2. The 3 is an square bracket as well. I shade it, so we're looking at that one there. I'll do B in green. Green is -3, but it is a open bracket. So this one's going to be done in green. Open bracket, so I've got that. 4 is open bracket, so these are the numbers between those ones. For C, I'll do C down here. I've got negative infinity to 5, negative 7, negative 5, 0, 3, 5. So this one starts at negative infinity. It's an open bracket at 5, and because it continues, negative infinity doesn't stop. It's all the way down there. This one we're looking at negative 2, so I'll put negative 2 in here. So I'll do this one in green. The D, negative 2 is here. Open bracket, 4 is there, so it's those ones there. And I'll do this one in yellow, negative 3 to infinity. Negative 3 is over here, all the way down there. Okay, the following are subsets of real numbers which have the following notation. So if we're looking at the x being greater than 0, the positives, we write them as r plus. R minus is all the ones less than 0. R slash 0 is a set of real numbers excluding 0, and z plus is the elements of the z. That's 6A questions.